Hello, my battalion of viewers. I'm the Knight of Arcane, and welcome to the OC Alphabet Challenge. A challenge that I'm pretty sure I made up, I don't know anyone else doing it, where I'm making an OC for each letter of the alphabet. I don't know what project or idea they may be used for, but I thought this was an interesting idea. And to help with this, I asked you on a community post to give me names that start with the letter A. And for this round, whichever one I felt drawn to the most, I chose to make a character off of. So let's see our AOC, shall we? So for our first OC, I decided I would choose from the names everyone listed, choosing the one I was most drawn to. And there were a lot of good ones, but I was drawn most to Toy Bonnie Vent Rabbit's suggestion of Aurelio, which can mean gold, it can be shining, it can be light. It's a really good name. It does make me think of Aurelian Soul in League of Legends, which, they probably took a little bit of inspiration from that name. But I'm also familiar with that name because that's the first name for Voltaire, or I guess I should say Aurelio Voltaire, the musician that did The Night, Brains, Land of the Dead. I mainly know him since Daria Conan likes using his music for her animations, which both you should check out the animations and Voltaire songs. But when I was starting, I kind of had a little bit of a trouble. I didn't know what type of hair I wanted. I wasn't happy with the face a lot and the head shape. I think I looked a little bit at Zatz from Maya and the Free to get some inspiration a little bit. And the idea also is to prep him for one of my fantasy world ideas. No idea which one, because I have many, but it's also just seeing what I liked. So you'll see sometimes he had pointed ears, sometimes he had more human ears. It's kind of over the place. Like I said, it took a quick moment to get the face how I liked. Part of it that helped was deciding to give him an eye patch. And I decided on some a longish hair, at least to the shoulder, with also some loose strands in the front. And I think he looks very dignified. He does kind of look a little vampire-like, I think, also. Which, since I was thinking of Voltaire, is kind of fair. But I do think the drip... the drip. I do think the outfit just looks really good and fancy. When we get to the coloring, I decided to stick with a lot of yellows and purples. I did also have to use black in the main part of the jacket, but I tried to stick to colors that would be used in the dawn, early morning sun colors. Again, because of what the name means and just the vibes I was getting. I also try some dark shape shadings before I put in also some normal shading. It's something I decided to try out on stream with my human Pokemon Zubat, which at some point we are going to have as an actual video. And it's just experimenting and seeing how I want to do it, but I'm thinking it's looking pretty good. I'll probably be experimenting with that shading technique during this challenge. And I also put an interesting tattoo under his eye with just some interesting shapes because I thought it would look cool. I do try a different almost face paint thing on the face, but it wasn't looking that good. And I don't think it really fits with the rest of the outfit. I did try a full yellow for the suit, but didn't look as good, so that's why I went to the black. And I tried different skin tones and also different hair colors, but I really wanted the more tan skin and the kind of very blondish white hair. A very off-white in the yellow range. Some lore I figured out for this character is, one, they are trans mask. I don't know, just something about coming up with the idea is like, I kind of want him to be transmask. Obviously, there's nothing that really shows that. Maybe since his face is a little rounder, some people might be able to say that. I do put a little bit of lashes on him, but even guys have lashes anyway, so it's not much of a thing anyway. If anything, you can see it in the fact that he does still have a little bit of hip and still has a little bit of a bust. You know, he kind of does have a little bit of an hourglass shape. Granted, he could also be wearing a corset. I feel like some guys wore that also back then, but who knows. Also because of being, you know, again, thinking of Voltaire in my head, I was also thinking of him being a musician. A kind of sad one. Very, like, I don't want to say the wrong one. I almost said the wrong one. Kind of Orpheus-coded. Something about him being, like, separated from the love of his life and all. Maybe on the stream I'll do a piece with him with his guitar. I should definitely do some more so I can have, like, you know, character reference sheets for stuff. Maybe we'll figure that out in the future. But this is our, you know, first go. And there are little, like, sun details on, like, the jacket little collar thing and on his eye patch. And then also gave him, like, some striped pants. The outfit is kind of inspired a bit by, like, the Victorian outfits, especially that are used with, like, vampires, that are used in, like, the Vampire series, and used with Voltaire's outfits. But this was all that was coming to mind when coming up with this character. I decided also to do Helios as, like, the last name, since that's the Greek god of the sun, or that's one of the Greek gods / titans for the sun, and I thought it fit. And in the end, I think as both, like, a first draft for this character and as our first character for this challenge, I think it came out really good. And that's our OC for the letter A, Aurelio Helios. This was pretty fun and an interesting challenge. And in the comments below, if you can give us a name that starts with the letter B, I'll look through them and decide which one I'll use for the next video. And I'm going to set up something like Kingpin has been doing with his 100 OCs challenge. If any viewer wants to come up with their own OC with the name that we choose, you can either message, email, or tag me on social media, and I will put them in at the end of the next video. I'll set up an email sometime soon for it, but you can also tag me on Instagram, Blue Sky, Tumblr, message me on most of the sites also, and I'll show them off at the end, like Kingpin's been doing with the 100 OCs. But if you liked the video and this challenge, then leave a like, and subscribe to join our growing little Arcane town, to be in the know for future videos, updates, and the rest of this challenge. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Later!